Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to a new video. I just got done fully editing my looking back at my predictions video. And that took me a ridiculous amount of time. It was crazy. If you guys haven't seen that, if you guys could go drop a like on that, that'd be great. It took me an unreasonable amount of time, and I almost quit the project once or twice. It shouldn't have taken that long. I'm just inexperienced in clipping videos and stuff like that. But anyways, today I was inspired by one of my buddies on a video that he made. I will link their channel below. I'm going to be doing my award predictions for this NFL season. They put together a video on it, and they had some pretty hot takes in there, like TJ Watt being an MVP and stuff like that. So I thought, I may as well put my 2 cents in. I'm going to be doing a playoff prediction. Depending on what I decide to do, this is either coming out before or after that. Either way, either expect that in a day or two, or it came out a day or two ago. I'm not too sure. I don't even know when the official awards are. But anyways, to start off, I am actually going to start off at the bottom of the list with my pick for the Executive of the Year, or the GM of the Year. Hold on. I forget his name all the time. This is going to go to Les Snead. He is the GM of the Los Angeles Rams. I think it's an absolute no-brainer. I don't even have a runner-up for this. If I had to give a runner-up, it'd be the Cardinals GM, but Les Snead has done a remarkable job. He was able to get Von Miller, Odell Beckham Jr., he was able to get Sony Michel. He is, and of course Matthew Stafford. He has done a ridiculous job. He got all 4 of those guys for literally next to nothing, which is just unreal. So he is definitely my pick for Executive of the Year. Now, moving on to Coach of the Year. To me personally, I think Coach of the Year has to go to Zach Thomas of the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals, I think, transformed the most out of any NFL team in the league this year, and they definitely exceeded expectations more than almost any other team in the entirety of the NFL. So for me personally, I think it has to go to him. I do have an interesting runner-up for that, though. I think if there was a runner-up for Coach of the Year, it would have to be Mike Vrabel of the Titans. I mean, they are first seat in the AFC. And a lot of people wrote the Titans off as soon as they lost Derrick Henry for the year. Or, I guess he's coming back now, but they lost Derrick Henry for a big chunk of time during the season. And a lot of people wrote them off as that being the nail in the coffin that sunk the Titans. And they're still first in the AFC. They won games without Derrick Henry. And Mike Vrabel's done an outstanding job with that staff. Now, my pick for Offensive Player of the Year. My pick for Offensive Player of the Year is Cooper Kupp. I think you can make a very strong argument for Jonathan Taylor. He is my runner-up. The only thing that stops me from giving it to Jonathan Taylor is the fact that Jonathan Taylor is doing stuff that we've seen before. Just last year, Derrick Henry had a better season than he did. In fact, Derrick Henry was on pace to do a lot better than Jonathan Taylor did. Derrick Henry finished 9th in the league in rushing this year, and he missed a good portion of the season. Cooper Kupp is doing something that's basically never been seen before. Yards per game, I'm pretty sure he's second all time in NFL history. I don't think he got enough yards to break the record. But still, second all time in receiving yards, even given the extra game, is ridiculous. Even with Jonathan Taylor had an amazing season. Most years it would go to Jonathan Taylor, but Cooper Kupp exists. So my pick for Offensive Player of the Year is Cooper Kupp. For Defensive Player of the Year, it's TJ Watt for me. I don't think that there's much of an argument there that you can make. My runner-up personally is Myles Garrett. I think Myles Garrett played great. A lot of people say Trevon Diggs, but Trevon Diggs was not that good this year. Yes, he had the interception numbers, which is great, but he was crazy. It would be like a 76-yard pick six to the house, and then the very next fucking play when they got the ball back was 80 yards caught on his head. He's ridiculous. I think he was like second in the league in yards allowed or something. He was he was giving up an actual like good passer rating even with the interception numbers. So personally, I don't think Trevon Diggs is even an option. I don't really think Myles Garrett's an option. You could maybe look at a guy like Aaron Donald, of course, giving it to him again. He's always in contention. But I think TJ Watt's got to be the defensive player of the year given everything that he's done this season. Now, moving on to offensive rookie of the year. I personally think that the offensive rookie of the year this year is Ja'Marr Chase. Even though offensive rookie of the year is typically a quarterback award, I don't really think any of the quarterbacks played good enough to do it. The only one, my runner-up is Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones, to me, this is one of the closest awards. I think Mac Jones could definitely make his case to be offensive rookie of the year. But I just think Ja'Marr Chase has been so good and so impactful to that Cincinnati Bengals offense that you can't look in another direction. Mac Jones has been good. That being said, he's not like the best rookie quarterback we've seen or anything like that. I mean, I think Joe Burrow outperformed him his rookie year. I think Justin Herbert outperformed him his rookie year. Mac Jones has been an above-average rookie quarterback, but far from the best one that we've seen in the past. And Ja'Marr Chase is playing like one of the best rookie receivers I've ever seen, other than Justin Jefferson. But I do think that this award belongs to Ja'Marr Chase. Defensive Rookie of the Year personally should be a no-brainer. It should actually be unanimous. Defensive Rookie of the Year should go to Micah Parsons, and it will. I don't think that there's going to be a vote allotted anywhere else for first. My personal runner-up is the person that I said was going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year before the season started, in Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, JOK, from the Browns. But, I mean, you could make a case, too, for runner-up being Nate Hobbs of the Raiders, but it's actually a no-brainer. You're just making a case for runner-up because Defensive Rookie of the Year is already locked down with Micah Parsons. He's played like one of the best defenders in football, but I don't know. I didn't really expect it. I thought Micah Parsons was kind of a next year kind of thing. I thought he was kind of a store and stash for a year while he, develops his game a little bit before he's ready to go, because he is an athletic freak. But coming out of college, he didn't really look like a NFL ready athletic freak, but you knew that he had it there. I thought he was kind of a store and stash kind of guy, but I was very, very wrong. That being said, I did think very highly of Micah Parsons coming out of Penn State. Moving on to Comeback Player of the Year. I actually probably should have done this earlier. Just like Defensive Player of the Year, I think Comeback Player of the Year is unanimous. I think it's Dak Prescott without another vote going anywhere else. I think this is the obvious pick. Dak Prescott, I mean, I can't even think of another option. Joe Burrow is the runner-up for me, but even then, Joe Burrow's injury was way less severe, and Dak Prescott has done more with his team this year. Dak Prescott, for him to be able to come back onto he came back like a lot earlier than a lot of people suspected to. He was playing in the preseason after all that, and a lot of people thought he might miss the first portion of this season, if not like half the season, but that didn't happen. Dak Prescott, I mean, I don't think he came back 100% either, and his injury was so grotesque, and I'm sure most of us remember it vividly. I do. I watched it happen. And I watched him get carted away and all that, the whole drama around that, and I don't think that there's another option for Comeback Player of the Year that makes any sense to me. Now, I guess the only one that we haven't talked about is MVP, and I'll save that for last. MVP for me is the closest award race out of all of these. I'm pretty 50-50 on it. I personally believe that Tom Brady is the MVP of the NFL. The second option here is obviously Aaron Rodgers. Personally, I think Aaron Rodgers is the better quarterback, but Tom Brady has the better stats. Tom Brady has thrown, 10 more touchdowns than Aaron Rodgers has. Tom Brady is damn near the passing yards record. I mean, even though I do think Aaron Rodgers is the better quarterback and has done about the same with worse weapons, I don't think that the NFL voters are going to turn away from Tom Brady. That being said, I would love for Aaron Rodgers to win the award. I think he's better than Tom Brady currently, and I do think that the Packers are my favorite to win the Super Bowl right now, but I think Tom Brady is the MVP of the league. And I mean, I know that they don't factor age into it, but the fact that he's doing this at 44 is terrifying. I assumed he'd be retired by now, but he honestly looks like he has 10 more years in the tank, which is absolutely terrifying. I just hope he gets tired of football and retires at some point. That would be phenomenal for me. Anyways, I do hope you guys enjoyed. I don't really know how I'm going to go about editing this, or if I'm going to edit it at all. Maybe I just make it a webcam, but expect an end. Actually, I don't think I'm going to be making too much NFL content upcoming soon. I think I'm going to... Honestly, I love the NFL and I love this stuff, but these videos take a lot more out of me than other videos, and I kind of like, gaming and stuff like that over this. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video of whatever I decide to make. Peace.